Right, hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be changing the standard bushes in some new lower control arms to some of these problem solving bushes. Stay tuned. So as the intro said, today I'm going to be putting some problem solving bushes from eBay. I'll put the link down in the description. Now these are 3-piece poly bushes, which are better than the standard rubber ones. These are brand new arms, ready to be fitted to the Polo. I don't want these lower ones in. Well, I don't want these lower bushes in because they're rubber and they tend to just get knackered. So today I'm going to show you how to change them using this piece of threaded rod and a 22mm socket or a 21mm socket and a 36mm socket. Let's get started. Now, first of all, there's a rubber outer to this bush. We need to cut that off with a knife or with something sharp. This little bit here. It's this lip here on the new one. As you can see that right there. So imagine we're cutting that off to make it just a cylinder. So we'll get a sharp blade. And then we'll start to cut all of this rubber off. Now, as you can see here, all the rubber's been removed from outside of the actual bush. Well, most of it. It is quite tough rubber, but I did manage to get off quite a fair bit. But now we're going to use our threaded rod to push that out. Right, so it's our M8 threaded rod with 2 penny washers and 2 nuts. Because we're pushing it this way to that way, we want the big socket on the outside and the little socket on the inside, so it pushes it through out the other side, so then we can fit the polybush one. So you will want a nut, then a washer, then a socket. Make sure it locates semi-properly. It's hitting this frame a little bit, but it will be okay. Then the big one on the outside, and it has to be obviously bigger than the arm you're pushing out because the bush needs to fit inside that socket. So this is a 36mm, it's borderline just fitting. So if you're taking like a big lower arm bush, you might need a specialist tool, or you might need a massive socket, whatever's cheapest. Right, so that's all tight. We just need one more thing, and that is some WD-40. If we get that a little bit loose and a little bit slippery, then it should slide out easier. And then literally 2 30mm spanners. You want to do this bolt up, leave this bolt stationary so it pulls, it literally pushes and pulls the old bush out. So let's go on with it. Right, well, it turns out these are actually 14mm nuts. So I don't know what's going on with that, but let's do it. Now, I don't know if you can see, but it will slowly move. A little bit more WD-40. Right, now as you can see, that is all the way through. So that bush, the old one of what that's replacing, should now be in here, or at least most of the way out, just to smack it with a hammer. So let's bat that off and then see what's in our little socket on the end. Right, now it should have been completely removed from the actual bush holder. So then let's pull it out. And there it is. There's the old one. There's a new one. They're the same sort of construction. They've got like a centre metal piece, but this is rubber and that deteriorates and it flexes more. This is a poly bush, so it's a lot firmer, it lasts longer, and just feels better overall when you're driving, which would be a very big thing, driving feel when you're on track. If you have bushes that are going to flex and move around in you, then you're going to have flex in the steering, and then it's going to input to the actual steering wheel. So then you're going to feel it as you're going around corners, over bumps, over curves, over crests. It doesn't matter. These are factory, they're cheap, and they're easy to produce, but they do wear and they're not great. So that's what we're fitting this little guy, the poly bush. Now I'm just going to give it a quick clean because these poly bushes are very easy to install. All you need is a little bit of grease, which they normally supply with the kit, but also you want it as clean as you can get it. Just a little bit of brake cleaner. To fit this in there is very easy. All you need is some grease, literally. Pull the tab, get a little bit on your finger, and just put it all around the outside. So you want to do it this side and the other side. Now this stuff just stops the bush from squeaking when it's in the arm, otherwise you get really bad suspension squeak. And that really ain't good. Well, mechanically it's okay, but you don't want to be hearing that every 10 minutes. Put some on the inside as well. Right, so that once that's lubed all up, you can lube this guy up. Only a little bit, you don't want to absolutely cake it over it, but just a little bit on the outside, and I always put a little bit inside as well, just a little bit, not a lot, to make sure the actual aluminium bush doesn't flex too much inside or doesn't squeak too much inside. But put that in like that, lube up the other guy, and again just a little bit inside it, and then pop them in the other side. So you got your 2 bits of poly bush there, and there's literally lubing this guy up a little bit and popping it down the middle. So there, that is now a poly bush joint. Now these lower arms have 2, I have a rear one here, but that's in a control bracket on the actual car, so I'll show you that in another video. But that's it for now. From that old factory rubber bush to a nice brand new poly bush in a brand new lower control arm, which will also be another video. So on that subject, please subscribe because it always helps the channel. I hope to hit 100 subscribers before the end of April, or possibly the end of May. It depends how and when this video goes out due to the coronavirus crap going on. But anyway, if you like this video, then please like it. Always, like I said, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. And obviously, big shout out to Problem Solving Bushes. They're on eBay. I'll put the link in the description. It's not sponsored, but they're good guys. I ordered these, they come through in about a day or 2. So yeah, get yourself down, get yourself a pair. I do believe they do loads for other cars as well, so it's worth having a look. And like I said, I'll see you in the next one.